is in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. It is right where we expected there to be severe weather today, and that is basically south of I-20. You can see the areas that are shaded in red are included in that watch. But what we've seen so far, I haven't seen any tornadoes. We have seen strong straight line winds with this squall line, which is pushing in from the west. There are a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect for the southern metro area and to the south. So we have one here, which is down in Coweta County. It's in Meriwether and Troup counties, and that has actually, looks like it may have just been dropped, but crossing 85 near LaGrange, some very strong winds coming through. And right now in Peachtree City, you are very likely getting some very strong winds. Noonan got hit very hard by this squall line as it moved through. Have seen reports of several trees down, also some power outages in Noonan, in Coweta County. So this is what we're most concerned about, are the strong straight line winds with this cell coming through. Now, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Clayton County, for Fayette County, for Fulton County, also for Henry County. Now, it's the very southern part of Fulton County. It is also the very southern part of DeKalb County that is included, and you're clipping as well all of Spalding County and the western part of Butts County with this line that's moving in from the west. There's not a lot of lightning with it. There are torrential downpours, but the big story is the strong straight line winds that we are seeing. And you can see how the color here on the radar. So the radar is in Peachtree City. Notice how an hour ago, this is actually a 30-minute loop that we're looking at. I'm going to pause it. So back here, backing it up about 20 minutes or so into Noonan, you can see those bright blues showing up on the radar. Well, that indicates wind speeds of up to 70 miles per hour coming through Noonan. Now, as this line approaches Peachtree City, it maintains its intensity. And again, so the potential there, as it came through Peachtree City, it looks like it has already come through for some wind gusts in the 50 to 70 mile per hour range. Continuing off to the east into Fayette County, and you'll notice how our colors change. That's because it's now on the other side of the radar. What the radar does is it detects the wind direction, and in one direction heading towards the radar will be the bright blue and the greens, and then in the other direction heading away from the radar will be where you get wind colors that are in the pink and in the red shading that you see right there. So right now, coming through Fayette County, moving off to the east, this line is moving very quickly at about 55 to 60 miles per hour. So we will track these strong winds right here, take it out of Coweta County, move it off to the east. It pushes through through Fayette County, and it pushes through Clayton County, Henry as well, into McDonough, probably into Griffin by about 11:45 this morning, into Hampton at about 11:42. Let me move that out of the way here. So this is how quickly this is moving into Locust Grove by about 11:55 this morning. These strong straight line winds that we are tracking right now. This is the only severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for the Atlanta metro area, although many areas are seeing rain right now. I want to put this back into motion just so you can see how quickly the squall line is moving. It looks like the northern edge of this line is weakening some as it gets closer to the Midtown, downtown area. It should be coming through right now. Rodney Harris is also in the studio with me. He's keeping an eye on the radar, also keeping an eye on the traffic for you, and he will have a report on how this heavy rain and these strong winds are affecting road conditions. I know a lot of people are in and staying at home at this time, but anyone who does have to be on the road will be impacted by this strong to severe weather that is coming through right now. Let me go with a slightly wider view, and these icons indicate where there has been some wind damage, and there was a lot of it around the Birmingham area, and then as you got into eastern Alabama, moving through Randolph County, pushed into the western part of Georgia, moving through Heard County and into Coweta County. And again, you see that one reported damage right there. Let's see if I can stop this and see exactly what that is, because that has just come in. That is a report of wind damage in Handy in Coweta County. Tree reported down near the intersection of Strong Road and McCoy Road. And also I'm seeing reports of a lot of wind damage around the Noonan area. And this is still moving off to the east. So it is going to be a little bit before it pushes through. Let me go with a slightly wider view here so you can see how this is impacting our entire area. Again, the strongest storms are to the south of Atlanta as anticipated. The air that is in most of the metro, in the Midtown area and northern suburbs, and then points to the north, is not nearly as unstable as what is south of Atlanta right now. So you are getting definitely some breezy conditions going through Cherokee County right now, and moving off to the east, about to go through Georgia 400, and then it'll continue to push off to the north and to the east and get into Forsyth County, into Hall County, Gwinnett County as well. No severe thunderstorms up that way, but again, some gusty downpours coming through. Now, this will move through in the next hour or so. I expect that once this first line moves through, we will likely see this tornado watch be dropped, but we'll wait and let the Severe Storm Prediction Center handle that as this line moves off to the east. But again, we have it looks like a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just popped up. So I'm going to scoot on down and show you that. That is a little bit farther east along the southern edge of this line, and that includes in it Lamar County, Meriwether, Pike, Upson counties, all included in the severe thunderstorm warning. The main risk from this is for wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, because there have been wind gusts in that range, and the radar has been indicating wind gusts in that range. So talking about 50 to possibly as high as 70 mile per hour wind gusts with this squall line that is moving in from the west to the east. You can see it right now. It is getting inside the perimeter. Again, the winds are not as strong once you get inside the perimeter, but the very southern part of Fulton County, so down near the airport, near Hartsfield Jackson, they are dealing with some strong winds, and then right down into Fayette County, Clayton County, you're about to get hit in the Irondale area down Route 19, eventually crossing 75 into Henry County near McDonough and Locust Grove. You also will be getting some strong winds as this moves through, and it's not going to be long before it arrives, probably the next 15 to maybe 25 minutes, so talking about between 10 of noon and about noontime. That's when you can expect that to cross 75 as it continues to plow off to the east, a little farther to the south. Have this line extending and moving right now through Meriwether County, but about to get into Pike County and Upson County and into Lamar also. So that's what we're tracking right now. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on it. I also want to note, when we go with a slightly bigger picture here, that there's some action off to our northwest. Now, it's not nearly the kind of intense wind that we have moving through at this point, but once this disturbance, which is up over western Tennessee, once that spins through, we'll have a few more showers coming through later on today, and also some more strong and gusty winds developing for us during the evening hours. It is going to be quite cool this afternoon, and once that wind kicks in, it's going to feel pretty cold. By 11 o'clock this evening, as the sky is clearing, the wind will be very gusty. Notice the temperature is falling as well to about 50 by 11 this evening, but I also want to show you the wind gust potential. All the leaves are on the trees now in North Georgia, so when you get not just the strong winds that we're having with these severe storms coming through, but you also get just some consistent 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. You can get some wind damage, so isolated power outages cannot even be ruled out during the overnight hours. So pretty active weather day for us today. Again, a full update is coming up on CBS 46 News at noon. The good news in all of this is that the weather will quiet down considerably for tomorrow. We'll talk about that. I will continue to track these severe storms as they move through the southern part of our area. Coming up for you in just about 20 minutes on CBS 46 News at noon, and we will see you then.